Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Izzati Binti Azli and my metric number is 1252016. Today, I will present my review on the impact of monetary policy on inflation in Malaysia. Monetary policy refers to the action taken by Bank Negara Malaysia or BNM to influence interest rates and the money supply in the economy. Through the Monetary Policy Committee or MPC, BNM sets the overnight policy rate OPR to ensure that inflation remains low and stable while supporting sustainable economic growth. For this presentation, I reviewed two journals. The first journal is exploring the driver of inflation in Malaysia by Loh Chun Wei and his co-authors, while the second journal is VAR Model, the Economic Indicators and the Inflation in Malaysia by Ng and his co-authors. Both studies examine how monetary policy tools, especially interest rates and money supply, affect inflation in Malaysia. According to the first journal by Loh Chun Wei, monetary policy plays an important role in controlling inflation through the management of money supply and exchange rate stability. The study measures inflation using the Consumer Price Index or CPI. It found that an increase in the money supply leads to higher inflation because more money is available for spending. On the other hand, a stronger exchange rate helps reduce inflation by lowering the prices of imported goods. This study also found that unemployment and GDP per capita do not have a significant short-term impact on inflation. Overall, the journal concludes that effective monetary policy is essential to maintain price stability and support sustainable economic growth in Malaysia. The second journal by Ng and his co-authors also highlights the importance of monetary policy in controlling inflation. The findings shows that interest rates have a negative relationship with inflation. This means that when interest rates increase, inflation tends to decrease because borrowing becomes more expensive and spending slows down. In contrast, the money supply has a positive relationship with inflation. When policy rates are lowered, borrowing becomes easier, people spend more, and the amount of money circulating in the economy increases. As demand rises, the prices of goods and services also increase. Therefore, the journal emphasizes that BNM must carefully balance interest rates and money supply to keep inflation under control. In my opinion, both journals shows that inflation cannot be controlled by focusing on only one factor. Monetary policy tools are closely connected and must be managed together. I suggest that Bank Negara Malaysia adopts a proactive approach when adjusting the OPR instead of waiting until inflation becomes too high. However, any increase in interest rates should be carefully balanced so that it does not slow down economic growth or place too much financial burden on consumers. At the same time, BNM should continue monitoring the money supply to ensure that the amount of money circulating in the economy matches actual economic activities. This can help maintain price stability and protect the public's purchasing power. In conclusion, both journals clearly demonstrate that monetary policy plays a crucial role in controlling inflation in Malaysia. Interest rates, money supply, and exchange rates all influence the level of inflation and must be managed carefully by Bank Negara Malaysia. Effective monetary policy not only keeps inflation at a stable level but also supports sustainable economic growth and protects the cost of living of Malaysians. Thank you for your attention. That's all from my presentation. Thank you.